Alright, you guys should be able to see my screen. Let's get stuck into this. So this is all about your power. Okay, you see, the thing is, I can, tell you what to do. I can give you all the steps. I can do all that kind of stuff for you, which I'm more than happy to do. But if where rubber meets the road, if you don't put it into action, if you don't make it happen, then there will be zero results. Not because you're not capable of it, but because when push came to shove, you didn't do what needed to be done. Okay. Now there's so many people who have so much potential that have failed in the past, not because they couldn't do it, not because they didn't have the drive, okay, not even because they didn't have the reason or they didn't have a good enough goal, but they didn't connect to what would happen if they didn't achieve their goal, and they didn't connect to what would happen if they did achieve their goal. Now, every single person in this group is completely capable, 100% completely capable of getting to their goal. Okay? I wouldn't let you into this group if I didn't think so, because I'm willing to work with you until you get there. Okay? If that means we need to work together for the next 5 years, whatever, that's fine. I'm happy to do that because I know you have it within you to get from where you are now to where you want and where you deserve to be. The only thing that is preventing you from getting from where you are now to where you want to be is action, okay, and massive action at that. You can't go to the gym once and be fit for life, right? It's got to be a day in, day out thing. You've got to go 2, 3, and sometimes even 4 times a week. And the same with food. You can't have one salad and be fit for life. You can't have one salad and be healthy for life, right? No one does that. No one expects that. But you have to make sure it's consistent, okay? It's part of who you are and what you do on a daily basis. In saying that, I don't expect it to be easy. There are going to be times when you go through this journey, okay, over the next 6 months, over the next year, where it will be difficult. I'm not going to lie to you about that. No bullshit. It will be difficult. They are the times that count the most. They are what really separates the people who will succeed and who will not succeed. Okay? Because if you can get through those times, and when you do get through those times and you get past that uphill, okay, it will always be easier after that, okay, until you come to the next uphill battle. Again, once you push through that, it will always be after that, easier after that. The thing is, you don't need to be strong, you don't need to be dedicated, you don't need to be perfect all the time. Only in the times that count, and that's where it's most difficult. Once you make that change, once you make that shift, you'll be able to push through anything. You get the results, you get the momentum, and you get the success. Okay, because the thing is, I know you already have it within you. I wouldn't be willing to support you. I wouldn't be willing to put my time on the line, my energy on the line, if I know you weren't capable of it. Okay, because I've been there. I've been fat and I hate it and it sucked. Right, and I know that you know where you are is not who you truly are. It's not who you want to be, and it's not who you want to stay for the rest of your life. I even asked some of you when we spoke initially, said, what would happen if this continued, if you kept going like this for a year? And, a lot of people gave me this really terrible scenario. Some people said, I can't let that happen. Straight away is their instant reflex. And the thing is that tells me, that lets me know where you are. That lets me know, how certain you are you need to change this. Because if it wasn't something that you didn't connect to, and if you didn't realize that this must change, then you wouldn't be a part of this group, okay? If you didn't have a reason to change, if you didn't have a motivating factor that said this has to happen, then you wouldn't be in here. And that's the reason I'm willing to support you 110%. In saying that, you need to be completely responsible for all of your results, all of your successes, and any of your failures. Because look, I've been there, I've gone through it, I've been fat, I've tried all the shitty diets, the ones where you lose weight really quickly and then you gain it back really quickly, if not more. In fact, statistics show that people who do those yo-yo diets, they lose the weight and then they gain it back plus half a kilo, which is really shit because they're quite expensive, they're difficult to stick to, you miss out on all the favorite foods, they're painful to go through, and then end up gaining more weight afterwards. Like, what's the point? So you need to take responsibility for all your actions. I'm giving you the power of awareness so that you know what to do, what works and what does not work, and the cost of awareness is responsibility. So you need to say, cool, I'm going to step up, I'm going to make this change, I'm going to do it, and I'm going to do it not just today, not just tomorrow, but for the next week, for the next 2 weeks, for the next month, for the next 3 months, for the next 6 months, and for the rest of my life. I'm going to live at this level of health, this level of fitness, this weight, this size, this level of energy and abundance that I want to be at, and I'm going to own the experience. I'm going to own the choices I make. Because there are those people out there that gain the weight, and they love to blame it on someone else. Okay? They love to blame it on their outside situation. They love to blame it on the fact that they're too busy. They don't have enough money. They don't have enough time. They don't have enough energy. And whilst they're influencing factors, absolutely, they don't decide who you are and who you are to become. Because look, let's face it, if push came to shove for everybody in this group, zero exceptions, if they found something that they wanted and they really wanted it, nothing would stop them. And I know there's a part of you, if you look deep down inside, you'll be able to find that as well. It might go from some of the smallest things like being on time, okay, to being able to get that job, you know, being able to get your foot in the door and start that career, being able to start your own business, you know, having the courage to get into a relationship, whatever it may be. There is a part of every single person that is so absolutely determined, so relentless, and so unwilling to give up, that when they find something that they want to achieve, they do it no matter what, even if they don't know how. And I need you to own that part and accept your result, accept your outcome, because if you do that and you stick to the plan, you will get success. That I can guarantee. You will be in the weight, the health, the body. You will have the energy you not only want, but the energy you also deserve as well. And the only way you will not get that is if you deviate from the plan. If you start doing random shit, which if you do, I don't know why you're in here anyway. If you start doing things that aren't in the plan, the two things that are crucial to your success, one is your quarterly clarity planner, and the second is your transformational traits. If you do that every 3 months, and if you post that every Monday and every week, you will get your results, guaranteed. And I will also know when and where to help you. If I see you post up your transformational traits on the Monday and I check back with you on the Sunday and you're not up to date, I know where you've gone wrong, I know where you've fallen off track, and I know where you need help. If you go AWOL on me and you go missing, I have no idea what's going on, and I need to know where you are. So, they're the two keys to your success. The first one is your quarterly clarity planner, and the second one is your transformational traits. You do those, you will get success. That I can guarantee. If you don't, I'll work with you until you do. The thing is, though, you're not alone in this. Okay, you don't need to do this by yourself. There's a reason you're in a group. You can reach out to anybody in the group here, and you can ask them anything at any time, and you will get an answer. If you see someone that is like, damn, you know, that's where I want to be, that's where I want to have my level of health, my body, my fitness, my weight, whatever it is, ask them. Ask them what they did, ask them how they got there, reach out to them. I guarantee you they'll reach back. Everyone in this group is friendly. Everyone in this group is here because we all share a common purpose, and that's to better our health, better our body, and get to really where we deserve to be. And you can always, no exceptions, you can always reach out to me and ask for help. Ask to chat, ask to get you back on track, get you motivated, ask for an ass kicking if that's what you need, if that's what you think you need. Ask for advice and ask for a change in program, whatever it is, you can always ask. I will never ever deny anyone that right. The thing is though, as you go through this, I'm here to support you and the group is here to support you. But there are going to be times when you fall down. Okay, there are going to be times where things don't go to plan. Right? And that's part of the plan. Because the thing is, it's not either success or failure. It's success after failure. And look, a lot of us have already failed in the past. Myself included. I remember the first weight loss diet I went through was called OptiFast. And I lost shitloads of weight. I think I lost about 14 kilos in like 2 months or something. It was incredible. Then the thing is, I gained 14 kilos in 2 months afterwards, which was not so great because I spent a lot of money on this program. You know, I couldn't eat any food for the 2 months that I was doing this. I hated life. I was tired. I had no energy, but I was losing weight. But then once I started going back to normal, quote unquote, normal eating, normal life, I got fat again because there was no education. There was no new lifestyle. I hadn't learned anything. All I learned how to do was have these shakes that had whatever they had in it to make me feel full, and I wasn't allowed to eat food. But I knew I couldn't do that for the rest of my life. So I said, okay, cool. I'm getting bored of this. My program's about to run out, about to finish. I'm going to go back to eating normal food. And I had no foundation on what I should be doing, no understanding of macronutrients or of calories or of energy balance. So I just got fat again. The thing is, though, at that point I had no support. So I had no idea what I should do next. So I just Googled, what should I do next? I just Googled fastest weight loss programs because I gained this weight quickly. I know I needed to lose it quickly again. And then I went bouncing through these yo-yo diets, going up and down in weight for the next 3 years, which was shit, frustrating, and expensive. The thing is, though, you're here, you've got a good plan, you've got one that's scientific, you've got the only plan that is scientifically proven, okay, to work. And it works because it's unique to each individual. Macronutrients work with your body and your lifestyle. In saying that, there are times where things won't go according to plan, okay? You know, you'll fall down. The difference between the people who will succeed and who don't succeed are those that get back up and give it another shot. Those that keep practicing, keep putting into play what you learn in this group and through this program day in and day out. Because there will be times when it doesn't go right, okay? But those who start again tomorrow and don't wait for the next Monday, who start again tomorrow and log their food again, get back into the gym, get back on the horse, get moving, get up and do their exercise, whether it be at home or in the gym or anywhere, are the ones that will get success. They will end up with their weight, their health, and their body where they want it to be. That I can guarantee. And most of all, they'll end up feeling not only happy, but satisfied as well, because they know that they went through this program and they did it themselves. Because honestly, I can give you all the techniques, I can give you all the plans, I can give you everything that works, but at the end of the day, if you don't have it already, then you're not going to get the result. And the thing is, every single person in this program is 100% capable of getting their body exactly to where they want it to be. Let's do this, pow! It's time to rock and roll. So if you're committed, if you're ready to rock and roll, I want you to post up in the group letting us know one reason why this is super important to you. I'll see you guys on the next webinar. Don't forget, this is on every Monday, okay? At 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Sydney time. You always get a link. I'll see you guys very, very soon. Until then, live body confident.